Hey, we're on. Welcome. My name is Brad Cattell. I'm with Tiny Texas Houses in Salvage, Texas. And you may know my brand, Tiny Texas Houses. I created houses out of pure salvage, 95% pure salvage. I did about 75 different designs in order to show how this could be done. How you, nearly about anybody, could create a tiny house, a master suite, a small house out of salvage. That means you don't have to make the glass. You don't have to make the hardware. You don't have to cut down trees. You don't have to make a new sink. You can do it all with salvage. Now, my brand was mainly there to go ahead and show people how to do this. It was a period of about 10 years that I managed to build a number of really nice houses. But the trend was to build them fast, like trailers, mobile homes on wheels. And I didn't agree with that. My perspective is we build a house that'll last for 100 years. We build out of materials that are all salvaged because we don't have to then cut down trees. We don't have to make glass. And we can literally build a house with 95% of the materials being salvaged. That means no pollution to make them, no shipping costs to ship them from around the world, no plastics or vinyls that'll be giving off dangerous chemicals that you'll be breathing. It creates a house that effectively saves more energy before it's built by not making all those materials. We save more energy than it will use heating and cooling it for 10 years. In other words, from an energy footprint standpoint, you're living in the house for free for 10 years. Better than that, the house is probably going to last for 100 years compared to a new house, which lasts for 7 to 10 years, mobile home, something like that, before the maintenance is horrendous. And so what you're going to do is get 10 times the amount of life out of a house. It costs you 10 times less energy to build. In other words, you get 100 times the energy efficiency out of the house during its lifetime. Now, if people really did believe in the issue of carbon footprint and reducing your carbon footprint and that making the world a better place, then it's clear that's what you would be doing. You would be considering building with salvage instead of all new, basically pollution creating, energy expensive materials. And in cases where they're shipped, imported from around the world, you're paying for the fuel to ship them around the world as well. Not a very good proposition. So my perspective has been to go ahead and build out of salvage, build quality. I mean, wood walls, wood ceilings, no shit rock. Shit rock, I call it shit rock because it's 45% to 47% fly ash, which is hazardous waste. And that's mixed in with gypsum, and it has black mold spores that they can't kill, industrial mold. And that comes to your house waiting for water, and the water is added, and now you have black mold in your house, and it causes your immune system to cave and therefore ruin your health. Just add water to sheetrock, and you got it. Simple. So, my point today is short and brief, is to say that I want to invite more people to share, to build, to create houses, master suites, tiny communities where you have tiny houses and maybe a large gathering house where you eat together, share some meals, talk, gather, play games, and decide who's going to do what in your community. Gardening, take your animals. So, for those of you who don't understand the idea of a community, it is a union of a number of people who commune together, communicate, and by doing so, create a community of like-minded people who maybe want to not give backs, who maybe want to live naturally, organic, who maybe want to have sustainable houses built out of all American materials, built by Americans. If that's what you're looking for, that's what I try to offer in the form of solutions. These are not just concepts. These are proven solutions that you can do. I can send you the materials. You could build yourself a house. You could create a business on your location, building houses for others. And I'll support you. I'll help fund you by giving you the materials on credit. to build the houses. You pay me when you sell them. If you choose to live in the house, then you pay me over 5 years, say, make payments, no interest. I don't believe in interest. I don't want to charge you interest. So if you put a down payment and you go ahead and set up on payments for 5 years, that's okay with me. If you need to buy it and have it stored for a while before you're ready to build, but you want to pick out your parts, I can do your design. We can do that. Put a down payment, make payments on it. When it's all paid off, you can take it all out of here. You can leave it sitting for a year while you pay it off. Your windows, your doors, get your package ready, get your land ready, and then let's put it together. Maybe in a year we'll have crews that can go out there and do it for you, that are approved by us. They're checked out, no pedophiles, no drug addicts, no murderers, no thieves. The people that come to your property would be approved through us. This organization I want to create is bigger than the one I had last time. The difference is I want this to be created as Pure Salvage Outposts, co-ops in your town and other towns, where you get together and you build the houses locally instead of spending $15,000 to ship a house from Texas to your place. These can be built locally by kids and adults in their 30s and 40s and 50s that can learn new skills. Instead of waiting on tables, waiting behind bank counters, waiting as service people inside of big box stores. Our service industry was almost 60% of our population. Ridiculous. And now it's shrinking. We don't need people standing around. We got computers can do that now. They can be the receptionists. They can take orders. So there's a lot of people that are unemployed and they've never had a job before. Not a real job. Not one where they had skills. So why not change that? Why not go ahead and learn a skill? And it doesn't have to be a difficult skill. It's not brain surgery. It doesn't require a 4-year college. It might require that you come down here and spend a month, stay in one of the houses, spend about 7 or 8 hours a day learning how to build. And when you're done, you get certified by us. So I can say to somebody, yes, you know how to build this house naturally, organically. You know how to put it together so that it'll last for 100 years. You know how to put it together so it'll be cool looking, unique, a piece of art. If I can teach you that, you will have customers for the rest of your life. I may not be here for the rest of your life, but I hope to set up an organization that will supply you with the materials, that will back you up when you need help, and that you can then grow other outposts from yours to the next town 75 miles away, and the next town 75 miles away. If I could have an outpost every 75 miles, everybody in the USA could have a tiny house built out of salvage. We have that much salvage sitting around our country waiting to be harvested. More millionaires are made out of the salvage industry than any other business in the USA. Why not take that and spread it around and make a community, a millionaire community? That way we can teach the kids, not through schools, on how to be drones, but how to be geniuses, how to be leaders in the future. That is what I'm trying to do. Trying to build an organization that provides the communities that raises healthy children that are homeschooled and geniuses by the time they're 10 years old. In my mind, that's our path out of where we're at. Our country is crumbling in ignorance, stupidity, and health issues. It doesn't have to be this way. Help me change it. If you would subscribe, just $5. If I get a few thousand people subscribing, I'll have the means to set this up, set up a school, pay everything off, and establish a trust. A couple thousand people contributing for 1 year. If you put $100 in, $150 in, guess what? I'll give you 4 times that back in materials. You want doors? You want windows? You want flooring, trim? You want hardware, the most exotic hardware, beautiful door hardware? If you get a $150 membership, I will give you 3 times that value in whatever you want of your choice. Hardware, stained glass, doors, windows, flooring, whatever it is, 3 times your money. You buy in for $55, you get to have a $150 window, door. Yeah. I want to go ahead and find a way to go ahead and move this inventory into your hands to allow you to turn it into houses, dog houses, cat houses, chicken coops. Please, take me up on my offer. Join, subscribe, and I'll ship you a gift of your choice. The goal of this is if I can get a few thousand people to join in the next month, I believe I can set up a school. I may be able to teach your children, your grandchildren, how to be builders so they can come back to your town and build you a tiny house, a master suite, deluxe. And if you want to tear down that old house, you might build 4 or 5 tiny houses out of it. If you join as a charter member, if you go maybe $300 and help contribute, you got phone calls to me. You got me as a consultant. I'll do your design of your house. I want to see more people building out of salvage, sustainable, healthy houses that you, your children, and your grandchildren will be able to share. Portable buildings. That means you can move it to the next village to where your children live once you're gone. A portable building has many other tax benefits. In Texas, there's no bed and breakfast tax on a portable building. That's 15% more money you make if you turn your house into a tiny Texas bed and breakfast. There's many other advantages besides the fact that it depreciates in 10 years and you get to go ahead and give it to your grandchildren as a depreciated piece of trash. Might be worth $50,000, but you don't sell it. You give it away and it's worth nothing, and they get a gift they can make an income off of. They might make a monthly income from the bed and breakfast, and they don't get taxed because they're kids. They're under 18. They can own that and make an income without being taxed. These are the ways I would like to see us empower you, enable you. If you think this might be your possible path, feel free to write me. Subscribe. I'll be at your service to help you. Believe it or not, I believe more in you than you probably believe in me right now. Trust. It's hard to get, it's hard to give. But I will promise you this. I will not break our trust. I will do my best I can for you. Please share. This has got to be good for a lot of people. A little bit given and a whole lot, I promise you, in return. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You all have a great day.